Today, let's learn about the ancient grain barley. We will see three types of barley: whole grain, hulled and pearl, the process of making roasted barley flour or Tsampa, and a delightful sweet barley porridge recipe. This is whole grain barley or covered barley. It is what you get from the field after cleaning. This has a hard outer shell known as the husk or hull, which is inedible. Malt or groats are made out of this. In ancient days, this shell was removed by pounding barley and throwing it up in the air in a winnowing basket to blow away the husk and chaff. This is time taking but can be done at home. We'll add a video on this soon. The second one is hulled barley with the husk or outer cover removed. You can buy this hulled barley online. It has the bran and nutrients intact and is a whole grain. This takes longer to cook than pearl barley. The third variety is pearl barley, which is most widely used due to its shorter cooking time. It has been processed to remove the bran and looks like white pearls. Today, we will take the middle path and use hulled barley for our flour and porridge. Traces of barley have been found way back in Stone Age sites. It is known as Jau and Yava in Sanskrit and Pali and mentioned in the Rig Veda. Lord Buddha said more than 2500 years ago that humans are nourished by rice and barley gruel. Check out the links below in the description box. In this channel, all recipes are inspired by ingredients mentioned in ancient scriptures. Join us in this journey by subscribing to us. Let's start making roasted barley flour. You can make porridge or gruel, sweet laddus, pancakes, or a cooling barley drink with this and also use it for baking. Here I have taken 1 cup hulled barley, rinse it well and add it to a deep container. Then add hot boiling water to this. Cover this and keep it aside for 10 minutes. This helps the barley to puff up and cook well during roasting, so don't skip it. After 10 minutes, drain off the excess water from the barley by adding it to a strainer. Give it a good couple of shakes to remove the droplets. Spread the barley out well on a clean cotton cloth. Now leave this to dry in a sunny place at home or under the fan for about an hour. When the barley feels dry to touch and is not damp or wet anymore, we can begin the roasting process. Once the grains are nice and dry, heat a heavy bottomed container on medium heat. Spread about 10 teaspoons rock salt at the bottom. Traditionally, grains were parched or cooked by roasting in dry heat using a layer of sand. The salt works well too, as it retains heat well and makes sure that the barley is roasted and popped uniformly and slowly without burning. Now spread the grains on top of the salt layer. Roast this on medium flame and keep stirring the surface. Initially, the salt sticks to the barley grains. This will automatically come off when the barley gets roasted well. Make sure that you keep stirring the surface. After some time, you can hear the barley grains start crackling. This is because the barley puffs up and the husk bursts, similar to popcorn. You can see as the grains start to dry, the salt automatically leaves the surface. You can keep switching the flame of the gas from a medium to low flame. Now the popping sound seems to have reduced. This is a good time to switch off the gas. Here you can see a close-up of what the puffed up grain looks like. After the barley cools down, add it with a spoon to a strainer like this. This will help filter out the salt. Just give it some good shakes like this. Here you can see the salt comes out. Once the barley is cool, add it into a heavy duty grinder and grind this into a fine powder. The toasted barley flour is now ready. Keep grinding till you get a texture like this. You can see some partial grits in it, which gives a lovely texture to the porridge. However, if you want to use it for baking or if you want to make a drink out of it, then pass this through a fine sieve so that you can separate the grits. Let's make a quick barley porridge which makes a lovely breakfast. Heat 1 tablespoon fresh butter in a pan. When it melts, add about 3 tablespoons of the barley powder that you have just made. This is for 1 serving of porridge. Stir this well. Now add a little milk at a time. This is to ensure that you don't get any lumps. So we'll add about a total of 1 cup for 1 serving of the porridge. Slowly mix the barley with the milk. Set this to boil on medium flame. Add sweetener to taste. I am adding about 2 teaspoons unrefined cane sugar. Here you can see the porridge has now become thick and creamy, and this is the consistency that I really like. So at this stage I am going to switch off the gas. Serve this porridge with some nuts and candied karonda cherry or Carissa caranda, which is an ancient berry. We'll add a recipe to make this soon. Do make this at home to get the full benefits of this ancient grain.